Sky 8 is in that area as well, and you can see this live picture from the ground. We've learned multiple people were stabbed, 2 people, and a suspect is now in custody. Our crew on the scene told us they saw someone get put in the back of a police car. Right now we want to get out to Gene Cotton. He is on the ground out there now. Gene, tell us what you are seeing.
Well, we're seeing a large area roped off with crime scene tape. We're in the Beaverton area, South Beaverton area near Progress Ridge specifically. And we're at a strip mall called the Marketplace. We got multiple units here from Beaverton Police Department. Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue is also here. We're still waiting for the public information officer to give us more information. But here on the ground, pretty locked down as far as this parking lot. You're seeing crime scene tape here and here, large police presence, and we're still waiting for more information.
Gene, can you give us an idea of the area that's been kind of cordoned off? I mean, it looks like that entire shopping center is kind of a no-go zone.
I would just say the western side of the parking lot here. You've got just for context, we got a Safeway right here. All that's opened. It's just the west side of the parking lot, which is pretty large. There's Planet Fitness over here, some other shops, typical shops. We do have police. Looks like Beaverton Police Department's coming up here with some more information. Let's see if we can get in there. Okay.
Okay, hey Gene, can you hold your phone closer so we can hear?
We responded, medical responded as well, and we're treating multiple victims. Multiple victims have gone to the hospital. The suspect in this case stole a car afterwards and drove out of the area. I can report this time that the suspect has been captured and is no longer a danger to the public. Washington County Major Crimes Team is assembling behind me, and they'll be doing the investigation in this case, and I will get more details to you when I can. I'm not taking any questions, okay?
Excuse me. Thank you.
Can you do that again? Here, some of the
we weren't ready.
I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but that was the information from Beaverton Police Department.
We were all trying to get ready, and we just got it. Okay. About 30 minutes ago, we responded to Wells Fargo and Planet Fitness here in Murray Hill and Beaverton to the report of multiple stabbing victims. When we arrived, we confirmed that there were multiple people stabbed.
Okay, and this is something that we've heard just moments ago, again from Beaverton Police. Our photographer Gene Cotton on the ground there in Beaverton, and Sky 8 is also over the scene. This is in that same area, in a nearby area. We at this point can't connect the dots because we just don't know all the information. All of this information really coming out as we speak. And as you heard Beaverton Police say, they really couldn't release much, only saying that the suspect is in custody and that they no longer are a danger to the public. That Sky 8 shot where you saw the cars and the Chevron on Shoals Ferry. We're going to, of course, continue to follow this situation. Again, multiple victims in this case. They've gone to the hospital, according to Beaverton Police, and the suspect in custody. You can go to KGW.com for the very latest on this and other news. You can also follow along on our KGW News app. Now to some big national news that we're following today. The House vote on articles of impeachment against President Trump. This is a live look from Capitol Hill. Lawmakers are in the middle of a debate which could go on for hours before the actual vote takes place. And as NBC's Susan McGinnis shows us, the president isn't keeping quiet about it.
The House will be in order.
History unfolds on Capitol Hill. The 45th U.S. president, set to become only the 3rd ever to be impeached. Ahead of an expected vote later today, lawmakers debate the 2 articles of impeachment, charging the president with abuse of power for trying to enlist a foreign power for his own political benefit and obstruction of Congress for blocking lawmakers from investigating his actions.
If we do not act now, we would be derelict in our duty. It is tragic that the president's reckless actions make impeachment necessary. He gave us no choice.
After 6 hours of debate in the House, virtually all Democrats are expected to vote to impeach. Republicans in lockstep supporting the president, accusing Democrats of having it in for him since day one.
They failed to make the case for this drastic action, and yet here we are. For the first time in history, a president is on the brink of being impeached with the votes of one single party.
The president acknowledging today's outcome is virtually assured, tweeting, "Can you believe I will be impeached today by the radical left?" Again asserting he did nothing wrong, asking for a prayer, and taking no responsibility for his circumstances.
No, I don't take any, zero.
After a Senate trial in January, he is unlikely to lose his office, but today finding himself in rare company with only 2 other presidents in history to be impeached. Susan McGinnis, NBC News, Washington.
Okay, we are wrapping up the KGW Great Toy Drive today. This is a live look from our Parade of Toys event in Southwest Portland. Wow, look at all those cars. Huge loads of toys making their way into our studios this afternoon. Thanks for joining us on this special edition, just because, our KGW Great Toy Drive has been in the works, but gosh, it has been a ride. Drew Carney live right now outside our studios. Drew, I hear music.
Well, you're hearing a lot out here. It's pretty loud right now. I will start with this, Christine. Our KGW Great Toy Drive just getting underway here a few minutes ago. So let's talk about the players that we have this year. We have right behind me in the plaid, our friends from IQ Credit Union, taking toys from our friends at Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue. This is the beginning of the Parade of Toys, a procession that will last throughout the day here outside our main studios at KGW, 15th and Jefferson in downtown Portland. While IQ Credit Union takes some toys, we also have Regents volunteers. Regents has been here for so many years now, 17 as a matter of fact, supporting the KGW Great Toy Drive. And of course, we have our friends from Toyota back again this year for another year of giving, another year of generosity. The viewers give, and then we make sure that these toys get into the hands of kids around the area come Christmas morning. So with all this happening, I want to turn our attention back to some of the major players here. This is a great scene every year outside our main studios, of course. And for 17 years, Regents has been a part of the KGW Great Toy Drive. Earlier today, I had a chance to catch up with Mark Gantz. He's the CEO of Regents Blue Cross Blue Shield. I caught up with Mark in what we call our toy box here at the station, and Mark talked about why it's important for Regents year in and year out to be a part of this toy drive.
So Regents has been involved with us for 17 years to serve as a catalyst to bring out the very best in this community. We need things that unite us and make us feel a connection to one another. And the toy drive has a special magic. And the fact that this may be the only gift they get is through the generosity of someone in the community they don't even know. That's very special. And that's why we've done it for 17 years and why I'm so proud of our employees for the way they lean in.
You have some of those employees behind us here helping us pack up toys here today. And that's always impressed me, the way your employees get behind this effort for weeks leading up to this very day. Can you talk about what they do and why this is important to them as individuals?
Well, they volunteer in how we create the ads that we do. They volunteer in going out to the collection sites that are sometimes out in the shopping malls that I think you've been a part of. And they really work even overnight bagging all these toys so that on Friday when the various agencies come to pick up the toys and get them in the hands of families, that the toys are ready. And then just the generosity that our employees have in giving of their own resources in buying toys and bringing them in. We had an enormous stash of toys that we are bringing into the station that were basically through the generosity of Regents employees. And so it warms my heart to see all of that that giving spirit this time of year.
Again, that was Mark Gantz, CEO of Regents Blue Cross Blue Shield. Earlier today, inside the KGW Great Toy Drive toy box, standing next to me now, Russ Humberston. He is with the local Toyota dealerships. Russ, we talked about Regents spending 17 years now with us in this Toy Drive endeavor. Toyota has been a long-time sponsor of the Toy Drive as well. I'll ask you the same question I asked Mark earlier. Why is this so important for Toyota to get behind each and every year?
Well, first of all, we love to do it. I mean, there's no real riddle to it. I mean, we love making this trip down here and trips out to get so many toys every year, and our customers making trips in. It's the best feel good of the year, to be honest with you, knowing that we're helping so many people in our communities across 14 dealerships across from the coast to the Dalles, Vancouver. Just love being a part of it.
The parade really is the Toyota Tundras. I mean, when we talk about the parade of toys, we have businesses around the area helping us now each and every year with the Toy Drive. I think, Russ, I don't know if you heard this or not, we had more than 400 local businesses and organizations serving as collection sites. Some of those are tiny businesses, some of those are larger. The Toyota dealerships, of course, they are large in number here in our area, and these Tundras line up. Eric, are you able to swing that camera all the way around directly behind you? We've got one Toyota right here, and then we've got a whole bunch stacked up along the highway there, crossing over I-405, because again, these toys are coming in from dealerships all around the Portland, Vancouver metro area. So I imagine there's some competitiveness when it comes to the Toy Drive, I would think, Russ, with the dealerships all wanting to collect the most toys for this effort.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we get competitive about just about anything, Drew. You just ask us to, you know, we'll race the grocery carts if it have to. But, yeah, we all compete every year, and we try to see who gets the most toys. And I think last year Vancouver was number one. Kudos to them. So everybody from the coast to the Dalles is competing for it this year. And you know what? Everybody wins is what's great about it. I think I saw this morning we had 6 Tundras overloaded just in Beaverton, and I'm sure they had that many in Vancouver. Yeah, bring on the competition.
This timing is pretty good here because we just unloaded all the toys that were brought to us today by Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue, and now the first of the Toyota Tundras is about to pull up in the number 1 spot. There's the Tundra right there. On the other side of us, we have some of your employees, volunteers today from Toyota, and you can jump right into the front of that line, Russ, if you want, and be a part of the next group. All right.
Yes, thank you, Drew.
Russ Humberston again, representing local Toyota dealerships, part of our great community effort here. We have another special guest to bring into the mix. Kelly Schrader, come on down. Kelly, real quickly, I just want to bring in IQ into the mix here because this is your first time being a part of this Toy Drive effort. Tell me about the feelings you're feeling today, first time ever in this effort.
Oh my goodness, this is magical today to see the number of toys, the amount of money that's been donated. It is such a pleasure and an honor to be a part of such an amazing community. We are thrilled to be here.
This again is just the beginning of our day-long parade of toys. We thank everyone for watching us right now, but continue to tune in throughout the day on KGW and .com so we can bring you more Toy Drive coverage. Back to you, Christine.
Okay, thank you so much, Drew. Okay, we want to head back out to the scene of breaking news in Beaverton. This is what we told you about at the very beginning of our show. Again, Beaverton police investigating a stabbing at the Wells Fargo Bank. That's at the Murray Hill Shopping Center in Beaverton. Beaverton police say at this point they have the suspect in custody, but gosh, they're telling us that there are multiple victims and multiple stabbing victims rather, and those victims have gone to the hospital. Again, this happening in Beaverton. There is a lot that we don't know because things are developing so fast right now. There you see a shot from Sky 8, but keep it here on KGW. Go to our website, go to our news app. We'll also have updates during our 4, 5, and 6 o'clock evening broadcasts. Now we want to throw it back over to NBC News' impeachment coverage.